Welcome back, guys, to part 3 of this PSA build. You saw this in part 2, along with this in part 2 and the making thereof. And today we're going to, or at least right now, because I literally just edited the last video and it's currently 10 o'clock, and we're going to build this side where at least we're going to do the molding. So you saw that I have created a mold for a 5.7 long time ago, and I'm using that to duplicate it, and I'm going to build something for the vac. That way this holster comes out clean and it's MRD compatible like I like to do. And it's just, you know what, it's time. Now the FN 5.7 is thicker, the Ruger 5.7 is thicker, so this one is thinner. So we're going to modify this just a little bit at the very end. Probably an easier way to do this, especially now that I have a CNC, but this is this works very well. And so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm just going to cut out the outer edge. I'm not going to drill any holes, but I am going to leave the top open, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that on the bandsaw. All right, it's folded. This is what it looks like, and as you can hear, a little bit of wiggle, because like I said, that mold, a little big, but this is where we're going to have some fun. I'm going to heat this up. We want it pretty much sealed all the way around, so I'm just going to heat that up and clamp it shut. Boop, pinch shut. And the next step is going to be taping it together. So with my favorite blue tape, I'm going to go ahead and pretty much just squish this together here, like so, and fold it over. Just get good old couple layers on there, and really get it taped up. Because the better you do this, the better your life's gonna be. I tell you what. I tell you what. And voila, taped, clamped, open. You know what we're gonna do. I actually have to prop this up because it's kind of tall. And that's the perfect way to prop it up. Blue tape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix up a batch of RC3 by Illuminite. It's that stuff right there. You can find it at illumilite.com. It's about $110 or so for 2 gallons worth, which is part A. And there it is, part B of the mixture. You're going to need a scale and some way to mix it. And you really don't want to add air bubbles because it just doesn't work that way, or it works crappier, but that's what we're gonna do. And for this case, I really don't care, as long as I just have a solid to work with. Now pot life is about 2 minutes, and it's ready to demold after half an hour. It's already 10:20, and but when this is hardening, I could go ahead and do some shells and get that out of the way. Always keep moving. Downtime is suck time. All right, so I can't find my damn bucket. I must have tossed it, so I'm gonna use one of my good bins and then toss that. So anyway, zero that out, and you're gonna take part A, which is not that, it's the clear stuff. And I'm doing a couple things. I'm gonna copy something else for another project I'm working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix probably 16 ounces of each, and then just throw it together. And there's our 16 ounces, or 1 pound. And we're going to tear that. Perfect. I'm not even going to bother with... Gotta get it mixed. Taller bucket's better. Mix it in the trash. shouldn't have done that. Stop it. Stop it. No! You dumbass. This is what happens when you mess up. But it hardened as it was dripping. How cool is that? Now I get to clean that, and that's going to royally suck. But these are going to sit. No leakage. And we got a mold forming. 30 minutes, I'm going to pretty much pop those out, clean it up, and until then, I'm going to do shells. So I'll see you in 30 seconds. No. I will do this in 30 minutes, but I'm going to see you like that. Movie magic. All right, guys, it has been a little over half hour. I made it a couple holsters, and this is fresh out the mold, and we're going to do a couple things to get it going. But for now, we're going to get off all this crap, and I'm just going to do that on the bandsaw. Really just right over it. So I'm just going to chop that up, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut this in half. That's right. All right, ladies and gents, I just spent some time machining it, as you just saw. And so pretty much what it did is I made a mold out of resin, and then I went ahead and machined it to some specs. So we got the, actually just do this right. We got the somewhat finished portion right there. And the other one is right here. And we're gonna go ahead and do this. So right now I'm doing the carbon fiber part, and then the black one, which is over there right now, sitting up there, and that'll pop it over. Underneath this we have our mesh, and then underneath this plate we have our mesh as well. If you don't put this plate here, it'll be all wavy, and you don't want that, so this is what we're doing, and should come out good. And we have the first pull. Look at that right there. Oh, and inside looks absolutely glorious. And I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna prep this one while the other one is in the press. I got 100 seconds to go before I can go ahead and throw it on the opposite side. This side is just plain black because that's how I'm doing it. And number two, the back side, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it so it looks like this. Literally just chop the top off so it's open, and then around the perimeter, this is how I do it, and it works. All right, my friends, back at it. So what I do is I go ahead and I drill the MRD, and then cut the top. Let's drill out our MRD real quick. All right, and this is going to be going on the bottom. Now remember, this is a foamy build, so the top of the mag has to align with the foamies. Okay, so that, let's get these in here. So I use 1/2-inch screws with 1/4-inch posts, and that's what I do for all of my MRDs. And I'm going to go ahead and just get the threads started. And then what I like to do is throw the mag in there so it stays aligned. And then go ahead and tighten it. Right, and check that out. Oh, baby. And the way this is designed is you can go either way. So, right now, what I have to do is get the final design mapped out, and then we're just going to go ahead and kick butt. So we know, let's see here, there's going to be an optic. Yeah, so let's go out just a little bit. And these have to line up. That looks good right about there. And then what I'm gonna do is make this line parallel with the edge of the magazine, which looks like that is it right there. Okay, I'm happy with that. And I'm gonna put that there and that there. All right, that last one didn't go down, but that's okay, because all this has to do is be parallel. And we'll go ahead. Okay, we're also going to get our shape, so we're going to put another one right here. And generally what I like to do is come straight off here, straight down. This is going to go like that, and then radius, and then radius again. We'll go straight down. All right, and then I connect these two together like so, and then bing, and then I'll put another one right here, and we'll call that good. So let's, oh, look at that. There we go. There's there. All right, and then that's going to be 1/4 inch. My 1/4 inch drill bit is as sharp as a 2x4. Alright, and then what I'm going to do, just for my peace of mind, is I'm just going to put one in each end and then throw the clamp back on. And then we're going to do this guy and this guy. Alright, now what you're going to do is clean all your holes. All right, and then what I'm going to do is I open it up, just blow, and then I'm going to go ahead and get these sunk in. And we have the eyelets all together. This is going to be the final shape, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this part, all those straight lines, on the bandsaw, and then I'm going to do this radius right here on the scroll saw. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera, get this done, and then we're going to put this together. And it's 1/4 after midnight, so I'm going to head in right after this. All right, guys, I know it's late, but there's 2 things left to do, 3 things left to do, and I am pretty excited for it. So this is not officially done. I still have to drill the holes for the foamy, and then we got to mount it. But before we do anything, we're gonna have to bend this ever so slightly, but technically we could do the foamy holes. So I mean, that's, you guys know how to do that. We're just gonna, like so, hole, hole, drilly, drilly, mounty, mounty, good to go-y. And when I say bend it slightly, I mean bend it slightly. So what I did, I just put this in the vise, heat up both sides, just like doing the wings on and outside the waistband, bink, and then cooled it, and that's it. So before I put anything together, I'm going to go ahead and mark this on the laser to see what it is, or to show you what it is, and then I'm going to go ahead and mark the foamy, so I'll be right back.
And a few final touches. A few final touches, including throwing hardware, apparently. So let's get this on. There we go. Oh, I can't wait to clean this mess. All right. There's uno and the dos. All right, and again. Oh, it's such a beautiful thing. All right, and this is gonna go here. Oh, it's so beautiful. All right, and we're gonna be using 550 paracord. Brand new roll right here. Let's take out. Yeah, it should be good. It's already got that on it. Need a lighter. All right, there we go. This end, I'll cut a little bit. Actually, so much easier. All right, do the same thing, melt it, but push it back on the knot. All right, so I usually start at the bottom and I do the mag first, and I'll throw it in and then just pull it as hard as I can, or pretty hard. And then you're just gonna sew it up. We are gonna leave a gap though, and that gap will kind of be easy at the end. All right. Now what I want to do is go right back through. Get a pokey. Go. And we're just feeding it back through all the others. And this is the last one right here. All right. Now I'll go ahead and get all the slack out. And again, I pull. And I just tie a knot. And just make sure that the knot stays down here. And just put that right there. Oh. Get everything out of the way now. And here, you just watched history being made. As far as I know, this is the first one. Now, my problem is I don't know where I put the mold. This is the finished Rock 7 with oh, that just looks awesome. As you see, bam, the line, everything just lines up perfect. Don't forget to add the hardware, and that is just beautiful. So thank you guys for watching this 3-part monster of a build. I had an absolute blast doing it. I have an extra tool in the shop now for doing mag carriers for the 5.7 brands, and that was just phenomenal. So thank you for joining me on this ride, and I hope to see you on the next one. But before we go, huge shout out and huge thank you to holstersmithandknifekits.com for supplying everything you see in these videos, and I will see you in the next one.